Now, how the mobile computing capability works, we'll start here, introducing an RFID mobile reader into the picture so that the reader itself will transmit out a radio signal. And as it's determined by the tag, the read range, maybe it's 3, 5, 8, 10 feet, up to 50 feet, really is going to vary depending upon, again, the tag selection and what you're marking or identifying. But keep in mind, whether you're trying to just hone the signal in just to read one tag, which is very possible, or if you're trying to read a multitude of tags all at the same time, these readers will capture with the signal all the tags that are within the range that are affixed to your various assets or containers. It also is designed to read through boxes and containers that are non-metallic. And the key that I'm bringing up here is that metal and being in the RF signals do not read through metal containers, but any non-metal containers, the majority of them are going to be fine to read through in order to capture and understand the contents inside that container. Tags can also, as I've mentioned, be placed on the outside of the container so that you could track the container and the contents inside if you desire to do so. Or you could just track the asset itself. Now, aside from mobile, we approach this topic of autonomous reading of items that move throughout a facility. And in this case, RFID works in much of the same way, but the reader itself is mounted very differently. These kind of readers can be mounted through choke points inside your facility. Typically, they're in egresses, such as dock doors, or just doorways within facilities, office hallways, for instance. And they can be mounted on the wall or on the ceiling with the brackets that hold them there and allow you to position the read signal in a certain way. But these readers are not like your Wi-Fi hotspots that you may see inside your own facility, where they're attempting to shower the area with as much radio signal as possible. These readers are a little bit more like a shower head in projecting the RF signal down to the choke point. So as items are moving through, you can get the best performing signal isolated to the area that the item is moving, capturing not only the ID with a date and time stamp of that item moving through or multitude of items, but also the direction in which the item is moving. Now, these readers, they get mounted once and they're there as long as you have them hung up on that wall or ceiling. They're powered over Ethernet. So these are network devices that are integrated back into your network. And you can power it with Ethernet, or you can just use local AC power to keep them powered up. But you'll always need that data cable in which to plug into the device. They also communicate via Wi-Fi as well amongst each other or back to the network. Remember, the idea here is that we're trying to identify that RFID tag ID as a license plate, and it's linking back through to the rest of the asset pedigree that's in the database, oftentimes in the cloud. So this becomes really powerful when trying to see the asset movement throughout your facility and narrowing those items down to when you need to go find something or to create the audit trail that you seek as items pass from one location to another. The other thing to note is that this is where both the technology and the process really need to be considered. You need to be thinking through not only what are my goals of the use of this RFID technology, but how is it going to impact the movement or flow of inventory or materials within our facility. And by doing so, it allows a company like A2B to strike the right balance with you in implementing fixed readers and mobile readers in a way that gives you the best return for any investment you may make.